Well, hi everybody. It's the evening of the 30th, and since there's still this, this continued argument about my military career, no, I'm not going to put the DD-214 up there because there's too much personal information on it. I'd have to be scrubbing that thing down to where it's hardly noticeable. But what I am going to give you is an OER that I received. I've actually erased my Raider's name, the full colonel that I worked for, because I don't think he should be dragged into this. But I've left General Petraeus's signature block on there because I've already said that he was my senior Raider and that I had worked under him. So I'll show you that. It shows when it was done, shows my rank, and with General Petraeus's signature. And I might add, okay, that I also erased my social security number. Now people are going to say, oh, you could forge that, it's probably forged. Gee whiz, what do you expect on YouTube? What else can I do? I'm not going to send you each a hard copy of this. So, the guys that keep asking for this information, it's because, they say they can't find the information at the NPRC or this or that or whatever. And the fact of the matter is they can't get all my records. That's just the way it is. And, so at any rate, I hope this puts it to rest. And if it doesn't, well, all you can do at that point is just, look at the other circumstances, I guess. I'm also going to include a piece from the Deseret News in Salt Lake City, Utah, that shows the TAD bomb hoax. Somebody on here, a couple of different people have said that I created the hoax or whatever. The story behind that was that I was the assistant provost marshal responsible for the chemical storage weapons depot in the south. And they found a bomb, the civilian police did, in the morning, the federal police. I was the first military officer on site, looked at it, knew it was a hoax, went to the general contractor who was overhauling all the igloos and the area, and said, do you know anything about this? He says, well, yeah, I do. He showed me who did it. It was an electrician. I asked him if he did it after I read him his rights. He said yes. I won't tell you the whole situation as to why he did it. It was kind of stupid. I arrested him, and we went down, took the bomb off the door, and called up to the EOC, radioed the EOC, and said it was a hoax and it was all clear so they could get the contractors back in the area to get the people working. And the commander said, no, we want to play it to the hilt, put the bomb back on the door. Yeah, the commanding officer of the depot said that, who was on the BG's list. So I was subpoenaed into court because the government tried to get the money for the entire day that the area was down from the contractors. They tried to get the money from them when in fact we had solved the problem in the first hour or so of the day. And rightly they should have been charged for that, but not the entire 8 hours that they wanted to play this false flag. So I'm going to give you that information as well. And I'm not going here again, okay? I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time, but I thought this was kind of interesting. It might show you that I was on to, government corruption very early on. Okay, well, here we are. Here is my OER, and here's my name right here. Social security number blocked out. You can see there's my rank right there. Oh, wouldn't you know, it goes out just as I'm trying to do that. We're on battery power here. So there that is, okay? All right. Here's my Raider. He's a colonel. I don't want to drag him into it, so I took him off. But there's his position. There's General Petraeus's signature block with his signature right there, okay? And then this is my job description down here, and you're free to look at that. There's also some information here about, let me bring it up, some of my ratings. I'm not going to show you the back of it. It just take too much time. I think this will do it. But you can see I have all highest ratings in this. And for you guys who understand, in the senior Raiders column, I was about 3/4 of the way up, if that means anything to you. Okay, so there it is. That's my OER with my rank and General Petraeus' signature block. And here's that Deseret News article I was talking about. And this is in the B section. I don't remember what page it's on. You can find it when you go to the link, which I'm going to show you. There it is. TAD officers knew bomb a hoax but allowed incident to snowball. Now, where I'm mentioned, I'm going to have to go And like I say, you can go and read this. I'll give you the link in the description box below. It's written by these people, the Deseret News staff writers, and it happened at Tooele Army Depot. So that page of the Deseret News that it started on was page B1, as it says there, continued from B1. And then you have to scroll over to B5, and that's where the rest of the story is stated. And it says right here, watch what this says, this is interesting. The base commander, Colonel Peter Burbulis, disputed that account, saying he had heard that an Army officer disconnected the wires to a suspected bomb and that he simply, listen to this, and he simply ordered the wires reconnected for investigative purposes. Now, if you really thought that that was a real bomb, would you tell a first lieutenant to do that? Okay? So they were trying to cover it up, but I had already reported to them that I had arrested the perpetrator and the bomb was a hoax. And here he says here, Burbulis said the officer who disconnected the wires, Lieutenant Royston Potter, did a brave thing when he handled what might have been a bomb. No, it wasn't. I knew what I was doing. Potter could not be reached by the Deseret News for comment. However, I was called into court to testify in behalf of the contractors, like I was saying, so that they didn't get stuck with the entire bill. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. So in other words, I'm done with this, okay? I'm not going here anymore. And as I said, the DD-214 is not something I'm going to put up. It just isn't going to happen, as it won't with any of those other gentlemen that I've talked about, you know, Lieutenant General Boykin, you know, Admiral Lyons, Lieutenant Colonel Schaefer, etc., etc., etc. We just don't do that. It's probably even too much for me to put this OER up there, but like I said, I've already mentioned Petraeus' name, so what the heck. And you've got this this little story about me arresting the bomb hoaxer, then being told by the base commander to put the bomb back together, put it back on the door. The rest of the story is this. I knew then that it was ridiculous. I went up to the EOC, that's the Emergency Operations Center, and tried to see the commander, who refused to see me because he was in with the Major General, his boss from DARCOM, who he was trying to impress, I guess. And I went to my boss, the Staff Provost Marshal, full colonel, and I said, hey, sir, I'm not having any part of this. You know this thing's resolved and this should be done and over with now. And he said, yeah, I understand. I said, I'm going back to the North area. I'm out of here. Then I got subpoenaed into court when the contractors were trying to say that they shouldn't be held liable for the entire day down. The commander kept the base shut down for the entire day when we could have had it open within an hour after the hoax. In other words, the whole incident started about 0730. It was over with by 0900. But he kept the base closed to play out this little game until 1700 that afternoon or thereabouts. And I didn't play ball, okay? Gee, wonder why I didn't get past Lieutenant Colonel. And this base commander was on the BG's list. So, okay. And I've done a lot of other things like that as far as revealing bad stuff going on. So, I'm not going here anymore, okay? I'm not going to play this game anymore. For all the rest of you, I hope this has been interesting. Bye.